So repotting, it's something that we all have to do with our plants after having them for a certain period of time. And I know everybody asks, how do you do it? What's the best way to do it? When do you do it? And I'm about to show you all right now. So why do we need to repot our plants? Over time, the roots will get bigger and our plants will need a bigger home so it can continue to grow. So by putting your plant into a bigger pot, you're allowing it to continue to get all of the good nutrients that it needs. So let's talk about what to look for to know that our plant needs repotting. With this plant, we can see that the roots are bulging against the pot. So that's a telltale sign that this does need to be repotted. Also, if you look at the bottom of the pot and you see the roots poking through, that's another sign that your plant needs a bigger home. Now, when it comes to when is the best time to repot your plants, we would say that for smaller plants, you would repot them once every year, and for your larger plants, once every other year. The best time to do that would be from about spring to about early autumn, as obviously that is the growing season. It's best to avoid repotting your plant in the winter when our plants tend to hibernate and become dormant. So let the fun begin, and let's have a go at repotting this plant. When choosing a new pot for our plant, it's best to go for one that's just a couple of centimeters bigger, similar to this. And the reason that we do that is because we don't want to shock our plant when we put it into a new pot. The next thing to do is to add some new potting mix to the bottom of your plant's new home. We would recommend using a multi-purpose potting mix and to try and find one that is peat-free, as it is a lot more sustainable. Now the fun part, let's try and take this plant out of this pot. Usually the best thing to do would be to try and squeeze the pot to take it away from the soil. This plant, I think, is going to need a bit more than that because it's very, very overgrown. But yeah, let's give it a go anyway. Come out. All right, I give up. I think the best thing to do here will be to cut this pot. I'm going to gently try and cut this pot without destroying any of the roots. And I would also say, guys, to make sure that you're being super careful because these pots can be a bit sharp. So as you can see, this is completely root bound. It's needed a new pot for a while. Right, before we pop this plant into its new home, we're just going to gently untangle these roots at the bottom so it grows a lot more naturally. The next thing is to just pop it in its brand new home and to make sure that all of the roots are facing downwards, like so. Just tuck in any roots that are poking out. And so you then basically want to top up the plant with some brand new soil on both the sides and on the top of the plant. This is messy. And you just want to make sure that your plant is completely covered in brand new soil. It's also best that you give the sides of the pot a bit of a tap to get rid of any air pockets. Once that's done, the next thing to do is to give your plant a well-deserved drink. And now the easy part. Pop it in a brand new decorative pot. Oops. And there you have it. Now you guys know the easiest way to repot a plant. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you again soon.